Hey there, it's Dina, and I'm excited to talk to you today about two things that I really love. One of them, as you know, my tarot deck, and the second thing are my charms, which I've talked about a little bit, but today we're going to weave some charm and tarot together. And I love to mix spiritual tools, not so you can kind of like just take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but so you can really gain some depth and just really, maybe find some pieces that you weren't expecting to come out because they didn't show up in the other modality. So I'm going to take a walk through a pairing that I pulled, and this is going to be the Nine of Wands tarot card and the, here we go, Cactus charm. And I know they're a little bit of an unlikely pair, but let's get into it. And I think you're going to find this really interesting. So the Nine of Wands in the Rider Waite or the Universal Waite, which is what I'm using here, we see a wounded figure. And the wounded figure is bandaged and tired. He's leaning on a wand for support. And behind him is a wall of wands, 8 of them, like a fence or a barricade, a fortress that's made from past experiences. So this card is a psychological portrait of a post-trauma experience. It's about perseverance, and it really shows that you've been through it emotionally, spiritually, and seeing from the wrap on his head, maybe even physically. And now he's got this posture. You've got this posture of hypervigilance. You're not just standing, you're watching, you're waiting, you're bracing yourself for what's to come. And so I look at the Nine of Wands not just as resilience, but it's really kind of like it's like a liminal space. It's a transition. You're not at the beginning of your journey, and you're not quite at the end either. And you're deciding, well, do I keep pushing through this, or is there another way? And this card is saying, you've earned your strength, but don't let survival mode become your identity. The wall that you built to protect yourself may keep out the healing and the connection that you so desperately need right now. So now I'm going to switch from the Nine of Wands. We're going to pair this, as I mentioned, with the Cactus charm. And I'm going to show you my charms in a little bit, but I have created my own charm kits. I have a whole little, I have maybe like 100+ charms in here. And I just randomly pulled this beautiful cactus. Whoa, it flew away with a blooming flower on it. I love the blooming flower, and we're going to get into that too. So cactus survive in the harshest of conditions. They are in the brutal sun. There's no rain. It's just intense isolation basically all the time. And to protect their precious resources, what do? They grow these spines, these needles. And their power is conservation. They have boundaries, they have stillness. And here's what most people miss, and what I was pointing out to you before. Cactus bloom. And when they do, it's kind of sudden, like dramatic, unexpected. Bright colors are bursting from something that looks like it's uninviting on the outside. And that's the gift of the cactus. It reminds you that even in harsh conditions and environments, when your outer world doesn't seem to be safe or fertile, you are still capable of growth, and I'm going to say it, beauty. The cactus says you don't always have to bloom, but when you do, it's because you found a way to hold your boundaries and to let the light in. So now we're going to combine the two, the power of reading the cactus charm and the tarot card together. So why should we pair tarot and charms? Because, as I mentioned, when you layer them together, they give you so much more information. Tarot tells the story, it's the weather, it's the emotional moment, and charms give you a tactile symbol. It's like a something that drops into you, almost like truth that you can feel in your bones. And maybe you have a personal connection with a cactus. Maybe you see something other than what I'm going to mention here. And I want you to add to it. I want you to share that. I want to learn more. I want to hear what you see when you see this cactus with the flowers on it. But here's what I think. When I pull the Nine of Wands and the cactus charm together, here are the messages that I get. First, you're doing everything right to survive. But my question is survival your only goal? Next question is, where have you armored up so well that nothing gets in anymore? And what would it mean to trust just enough to let one bud, just one, bloom? This is not a call to let your guard down. It's a call to choose where to soften intentionally and how and where to stay rooted. So I'm going to give you a little journal prompt, and then I'm going to share a little something special that I have for you. So you're not weak for feeling tired, and you are not failing just because you feel guarded right now. I think all of us are feeling very guarded in our lives right now. So I want you to treat this like a sacred threshold moment. You are in a moment of transition, this liminal moment of change. So my question for you is, are you willing to let the old armor dissolve piece by piece to favor something more aligned with who you are becoming? So what would it take for you to feel safe enough to bloom? Not to bloom for others, but to bloom for you, because your inner landscape says it's time. So let that be your question of the week. And if the Nine of Wands and the Cactus are visiting you, don't brush it off. They don't show up when you're breaking down. They show up when you are breaking through. So I want you to know that these are my kits. I use these charms in a really special way. I have a special approach to them, and they're full of stories. I consider myself not only a reader, but a storyteller. And because April is my birthday month, I had a wonderful grandfather who used to give gifts on his birthday. He used to feel like everybody should get a gift on his birthday. So what I'm doing is this month I am selling I'm always selling my charm kits, and you can find the link in below, where you're going to get 60 to 65, 70 charms, I don't know, in a little package just like this. And if you buy 2 charm kits, one for you, obviously, and one for a friend if you would like to gift, and then I will give you a free 30-minute Zoom lesson with me. And I will teach you my technique and show you exactly how to get the most from your story and from where you are from the charms. It's magical. You don't want to miss it. And you'll wonder, how in the world did you ever navigate life without this before? So anyway, that is it for today. I thank you so much for stopping by. Please leave me comments. I will absolutely respond. And if you're interested in the charms, all you need to do is buy 2 kits, and I will reach out to you and we can set up your private lesson. Alrighty? Until the next time, I cannot wait to see you, and keep being curious and hang in there. I see you. Talk to you soon.